Hey Crestwood, happy Wednesday to you. Hope you all are doing well on this kind of rainy, gloomy day. I hope that you are making your own sunshine and living out the joy of God's blessings and Christ's promises to you, even when the weather makes that harder to do. I'm certainly glad to be with you to bring you this devotional for this Wednesday, November 19th. It's so funny, in the last couple of days, I've been reminded of how elastic time can be. I'm reading a book right now called the Hail Mary Project, and it's about space travel and all this kind of stuff. But one of the things it talks about is the elasticity of time. And I think about that. Here we are mid-November, right? The last third of November, and our response is always, oh my gosh, things have gone so fast. This month has gone so fast. This year has gone so fast. And that seems to happen. The older you get, the faster time seems to go. And yet in the last several weeks, I have found myself in the place of, well, just get me to this date and just get me to this date. I move on Friday. I'm like, just get me to the move date. And then I can really begin to take stock of everything that's going on, including my emotions. It's like, get me to here, get me to here, get me to here. And I think we do that a lot in our life, especially when we're younger, or especially when we're having kids. Just get me to this date and then I can do that, or get my kids to this age and then we can do that, or get me to retirement and then I can do that. We sort of wish away that time in a way. And yet in the last 24 hours, really since just this morning, I've been with two different people who have either lost a parent or are going to be losing a parent soon. And what I heard from both of them was, I wish I could have some of that time back. I wish that I didn't wish that away. I'm going to miss having them in my life, and I'd give anything to have that back. I feel that way about my own dad. He'll be gone 2 years in January, and so much recently I've thought, man, I wish I could just sit down and talk to Dad about all that's going on. And so the elasticity of time, right? We wish it away, and then we wish we had it back. There's a concept that I may have shared with you before called liminal space. And liminal space is the time in between something ending and something new beginning. I'm certainly in a liminal space right now. You may be in a liminal space too, where what used to be is no longer, but what's going to be isn't yet present. And so you sit in that liminal space. And it's in those spaces especially that we try to wish time away. Just get me to the next thing, get me to the next thing. And yet, the truth about this concept is it's often in the liminal space where God shows up most powerfully. If we let ourselves just be in that space, not longing for what was, not rushing to what's going to be, but just to be in the liminal space, I think God shows up in amazing and powerful ways. That's certainly been my experience anytime I'm in a liminal space, is that if I stop looking forward and backward and just look to where I am, I see God in such powerful, amazing, comforting kind of ways. And the people who reach out to care for you when you're in that space, in the ways that circumstances work, in the reminders of God's presence and God's provision, and the promises that we have through Jesus Christ. And liminal space is tough. It is a tough place to be. And we can be in that place in a lot of different ways, with our health, with our jobs, with our relationships. Sometimes we just sit in that liminal space. It's really, really easy to wish time away. It's really, really easy to say, boy, if I could just get here, if I could just get to this point, if I could just get to this date. And yet, what does God have for you right here? What does God have for you right now? What is it that you can learn, observe, absorb, take in, if you just are present in the space where you are? Time moves fast. I mean, we all know that. And yes, I would give anything to be able to go back and to be with people who are no longer here, to rethink decisions, to relive experiences. And yet we don't have that. What we do have is today, the space where we are, and the promises of God, that God walks with us through that liminal space. Crestwood, my prayer for you today is that you simply let yourself be present, whatever it is that you're going through, that you don't take for granted if things are going really well, but that you also don't wish away whatever difficulty you might be dealing with, because God is with you in the difficulty. God is with you in the liminal space, and there is something for you to learn and take away from that. So I hope that you have time to spend with God today, because I know God has something to say to you. God bless you, Crestwood.